All right, as the news rolls in about Pittsburgh, where a bunch of Jews were massacred inside their synagogue, it appears, and 3 officers were shot, and the bad guy was taken alive. Let's get real, okay? We got to stop doing what we're doing before. History keeps repeating itself. It's overcooked. It's overdone. We all know that. Let's get real about solutions that we can implement tomorrow on our own. If you're a gun rights, gun control person, the debate, it doesn't work. It goes on for months. It goes on for years. We see no solution, so stop it. You got to think outside the box. Get outside the paradigm. Here's 3 solutions. First, stop pretending like police officers have a monopoly on your defense. They don't. They're the backup. They're the cavalry. They're the second responders. Okay? You have to understand that even if you have them on site, they are high profile. They are in uniform, which means that we know from case studies like the Pulse nightclub shooting that they get targeted first. So we got to stop putting them out there like sitting ducks, and we need to be there for them like they're there for us. We need to form a partnership. You have to understand that police response time refers to the time the 911 call is made to the time when the first police officer arrives on site. For active shooters, typically police will jock up, they form a squad, and then they roll in. They don't just roll in one at a time. So that's what hinders police response times a little bit. Even though they get priority, they get there as soon as they can. Medical response time does not follow until the scene is secure. Once the scene is secure, then medical comes in. So the medical response time is much, much longer. Typically, police response time for a 911 call of an active shooter is 5 to 12 minutes, depending on your area. But that's the time from the 911 call to they arrive on scene. It's a long time. It's a long time. And then medical response is much, much longer because they can only come in once the scene is secure. That's just the facts. So the first thing we got to start doing is stop pretending like they have a monopoly on defense and triage. They don't. Second is, if you think your personal responsibility and safety and security is someone else's responsibility, you are sorely mistaken. You're sorely mistaken. Even if you have police on site, they're not going to walk home from shul with you. All right, they're not going to drive around in your car. They're not going to sit in your pocket. So your safety and security is your responsibility. I care about you, okay? I don't know who you are, but I care about you. The people around me, the strangers, my friends, my family, I care about them so much that I carry a firearm, that I receive training, that I get medical equipment, I stage it on my person or in my car, and I get training for that too. All right, I grew up in the era of Columbine. All right, look all the way back to that, and we've had active shooters and active killings going back for the last 100 years, if you actually look into it. So let's stop pretending like this debate is going to go anywhere. Think globally, act locally, right? I'm acting locally. I carry a firearm. I carry medical. I get training for both, all right? And I actually have insurance for both. Aside from that point, that's what we need to start doing. And the third solution is we need to stop pretending like this is a controversial subject matter so much that we can't even have it amongst ourselves and locally. In our synagogues, it's extremely taboo, but I know who's packing. I know who's packing. I have training, so I know. The people who don't have training don't know. And we all look around each other, hey, you packing? You packing? Wink, wink, wink. We know. We know. We're out there, we're in your synagogues, we're packing because we're past this debate. We've moved on from it. We think globally, act locally. That's what we're doing. So we need to stop being so locked into this stupid debate between gun rights and gun control, and we need to start in our synagogues having real talk, real discussion. I'm putting myself out there. I'm telling you, if you see me out and about, I'm carrying because I care about you, all right? And institutions that disarm others, that put those stupid signs on the front door that say, firearms not allowed on premises, they do not care about you. They don't. If they're trying to disarm you, they don't care. Active shooters don't care about those signs. Active shooters don't care about what's taboo. And then concealed carriers, we're like, maybe we follow the sign, maybe we don't, maybe I didn't see it. No one's going to know anyway because I'm carrying concealed. So the whole thing is silly. So stop institutionalizing cowardice, right? I have a biblical, moral, and ethical directive to look out for my brothers, okay? I am my brother's keeper. We need to go sit a watchman. It's right in the Bible. We need to start having real talks, real discussions in our synagogues and our communities, and we need to start being the change that we want to see, and we need to start taking personal initiative in that change. If you're stuck on gun control, you're going to see more and more and more of this because we're going to get nowhere fast like we have for the last 10, 20, several years. Enough. If you have answers, how do you differentiate between friendlies and combatives and good guys and bad guys and things like that? How do you carry, and how do you stop printing, and how do you not alarm people and things like that? That's a matter of training. I don't care how many BBC, Fox News, MSNBC, NPR articles, podcasts, or whatever you've read or listened to. That's not training. If that's the case, if you're just a person who's read a bunch of articles and is steeped in your own confirmation bias, you are uneducated when it comes to the subject matters. I've read all the post-police reports from massacres like this. I'm right in the middle of Gabby Gifford's autobiography. We need to stop. Go get training. That's where your answers lie. Go get training. So this issue is totally overcooked. It's overdone. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to see more of it. You got to change. You got to change yourself, and that's the only way we're going to make change happen. Be safe. Be well. Let's stop doing this.